He's the serial rapist Vallejo police swore didn't exist, made up, they claimed, in the imaginations of American Nightmare survivors Denise Huskins and Aaron Quinn. Turns out Matthew Mueller was real and had already committed several sexual assaults before terrorizing the couple in 2015.
Basically, I wanted to say everything that I had ever done.
And now Mueller's string of crimes dating back to 1993 at Folsom Lake in Sacramento County are laid out in his own words. He matter-of-factly describes his first known crime when he was 16, just a couple miles from his home. He kidnapped a teenage couple at a campsite, armed and wearing a mask.
I ordered them out of the tent, and I think I verbally told them I had a gun, and they complied. They both came out of the tent. I told them that I just ordered their camping equipment, so you need to get out of the tent so I can get it. I believe I tied them both, and then I put the male back in the tent, and I told him to stay quiet and that I was going to leave his girl someplace close, but was taking her now to make sure he stayed quiet.
Mueller sexually assaulted the girl and ran away.
My girlfriend and me got kidnapped last night.
Fast forward to 2015 and just weeks after Denise Huskins and Aaron Quinn's American Nightmare, when Mueller tied them up, kidnapped and raped Huskins at his mother's Lake Tahoe cabin. While Vallejo police called the couple liars, he planned his next attack to get money, this time in San Ramon. He used this ladder to break in, and deputies found it after all these years in a ravine where Mueller said he stashed it. Mueller tied up a family of 3, then stole more than $30,000 by forcing one of the victims to go to the bank. He also told them he wasn't alone, just like he did with the Quinns.
I think I came early during the day, and while they were away, I went into the house via one of the windows and unlocked their outside screen door, or the door that went to a little veranda that they had. And then that night, I climbed up onto the veranda, came in, woke them up, told them I had a few things to simulate. Other people being there. They had a really big house, so you can kind of echo it in a way that might sound like there were more people.
Mueller says he felt bad after all these years knowing the San Ramon victims were so terrified they never called police.
I immediately, upon being apprehended, wanted to just disclose everything, but I was especially worried about that family because the last thing they would have heard was a threat that some criminal organization might come get them if they don't behave, and the absurdity of that. So, yeah, I mean, same thing with Denise Huskins.
Michelle Bandur, KCRA 3 News.
Now, Mueller pleaded guilty to the 1993 Folsom attack and the 2015 San Ramon crimes, along with 2 other sexual assaults in Santa Clara County from 2009. He is now serving 4 life sentences on top of his 40-year federal sentence in the Quinns case.